What's up, family? Man, let's have a heart to heart. We're going to talk about feelings today. Feelings. It's a trip because something we don't really like talking about, especially us as guys. We don't like talking about feelings. You know what I mean? Man, that's so weak. That's so punkish. That's so lame. That's so square. That's so nerdish. You know what I mean? That's so unmanly to talk about feelings. And that's why we're going to talk about it. Because the truth is, we all have them, but we don't understand them. We have them, we don't know where they come from. We have them, most of us can't control them. Man, we have to grow up. We know so much about geometry, math, science, religion, space, the stars, sports, but we don't understand our own fucking feelings. We don't even get. We can't even control our own feelings. I like working out. Man, I haven't worked out in a minute, but I like working out. And the trick is, man, we could bench press all this weight. We could leg press all this weight. We could flip tires. We could do all this stuff. But we can't control our feelings. We try to control other people, but we can't control our own feelings. And the crazy thing about that is I've had to learn that our feelings, they're a gift to us. Our feelings, they're a guide to us. But because we don't understand them, we suppress them. I don't want to be in my feelings, so I'm going to go drink. I don't want to be in my feelings, so I'm going to smoke. I don't want to be in my feelings, so I'm going to change the channel and I'm going to watch this right here and it's going to numb me. I don't want to be in my feelings, so I'm going to, let me go over here. Let me chase some ass. Let me do anything and everything except pay attention to my motherfucking feelings. And the trip is, you're supposed to be paying attention to your fucking feelings. But we don't get that. We don't get that. See, your feelings, that's God, source, universe, the most high, universal consciousness, infinite wisdom, infinite love, whatever you want to call it. That's their way of trying to get your attention. That's their way of trying to show you where you're at in this moment in time. What am I saying? You could tell what frequency you're on by your feelings. See, everything is energy. Everything is a frequency. We want love. We want to be loved, but we don't gauge our feelings and get on the frequency of love. We want love, but we're terrified of love. We want a relationship, but we're terrified of relationships. So many of us, we've become numb to our feelings. So many, you ask somebody how they feel, and they can't even give you a feeling word. They'll tell you what they're thinking. Oh, we're going in today. We're going in. I'm just laying the foundation. See, if you want love, are you attracting love? See, many of us, we're pushing love away. All the while, we're saying we want love. But at the same time, we're saying I want love. My feeling says, fuck love, fuck people, fuck guys, fuck women, fuck everything. You know what I mean? Because I'm not getting hurt. I'm not getting hurt again. And so we think that we're wanting love. And many of us, I don't even want love no more. I'm cool. I'm cool. Law of attraction says, what you think about, you bring about. What you think about, you bring about. I'm going to say it different. The universe says, how you feel, what you're thinking, how you feel and what you're thinking. It doesn't talk English, and put it this way. The universe doesn't speak English. God doesn't speak English. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. They don't give a damn about the words you use. They're moved by your frequency. Stay with me. You can say, I want love all you want to. You can say, I want to be loved and cherished and respected and valued and da-da-da-da-da. You can say all the right things. But your energy, your frequency is not saying that. And so you think you're praying and talking to God because you're speaking words. But God's not moved by your fucking words. He's moved by your energy. What frequency are you on? So many of us, we get so frustrated with God and we give up on God because we've been crying out to God in prayer to save our marriage, to save our kid, to save our loved one, to save our business, to save our job, to do all the stuff that we want. We're speaking to God and we're crying out to God for this thing, this person, whatever it is. And we're hoping God's hearing our words. But God's not moved by your words. God's moved by what frequency are you on? That's your feelings. What vibration are you on? That's your feelings. Let's see if I can say it differently. What you think about, what you feel, God, the universe says so. You must like feeling like that because you keep feeling like that. Therefore, I'm going to give you more reasons to feel like that. You must like that. Whatever it is, good or bad. Law of attraction don't give a damn. Because law of attraction doesn't say that this is good or this is bad. Law of attraction says, oh, you're on this frequency. You must like this. You're on this frequency. You must want more of this. So we're going to give you more reasons to feel and think the way you do. We know that you say you don't like this. That's words. But law of attraction, God, the universe, they don't speak English. They don't speak Spanish or whatever language you speak. If you're not speaking love. Stay with me. And so you're saying one thing with your mouth, but your energy, your feelings, your thoughts, your vibration is saying something totally different. You can sit there and say, I don't want this guy no more. This guy broke my heart. He did woo-doo-doo-doo, and he dogged me out, da-da-da-da-da, right? And that's what you're saying with your mouth. But your frequency, your energy, the universe is saying, oh, you're dwelling on this. You're focused on this. And you're focused on this negative thing. You're focused on this negative person. You're focused on this toxic person. You're focused on the hurt. And so the universe and God is like, oh, you like feeling like this. Your mouth is saying you don't, but your energy is saying you do. Your frequency is saying you do because you're dwelling on it. What you think about, you bring about. And so God and the universe is saying, okay, man, you're really dwelling on this. We're going to give you more of this. Oh, you like feeling like this? We're going to bring more people in your life that's going to make you feel like this. We're going to bring more circumstances in your life that's going to make you feel like this. Because you want more of this. Because this is the energy that you're tapped into. This is the frequency that you're riding. And so we have to learn how to look at our feelings. We have to learn how to discern our feelings and understand that our feelings are guides to us. If I don't like this, my feeling is like, my guide, my compass is like, hold up, Elijah. You're thinking about such and such and such. You don't like that. You better change your frequency or you're going to get more of that. Elijah, you don't like feeling like this. You had better change your frequency or you're going to get more experiences to feel just like this. This is why we go through the same shit different day. This is why we go through relationships after relationships of getting treated and dogged out the same way. We don't want it, but we're tapped into that frequency. We're tapped into that energy. I can't keep a job. I ain't got no money. We have to grow up and learn to take control over our thoughts and feelings. So, how do you change that? How do you go from being negative to positive? How do you go from lack to surplus? You have to change your frequency. See, you can't get more positive stuff tapped into negative energy, tapped into negative frequency. Tapped into negative frequency only gives you more of that negative frequency. Tapped into positive frequency gives you more of that positive energy. If I want money, if I want love, if I want the world to be my playground, and I want to be successful and all this other stuff, I have to tap into that frequency. How do you tap into that frequency? You don't tap into that frequency, but man, I go to church and I give my tithes, my 10%, and da-da-da-da. I'm not knocking giving tithes and offering. But you have to understand there's a frequency. So many people, they do that out of obligation. Oh, I gotta do this, and oh, this sucks. Giving is a beautiful thing. See, the more you give, the more people will give to you. The more you sow, the more will be sold into you. The more you love, the more love you receive. See, because we've been hurt, because we've been dogged out, man, we become hardened and we don't want to give. We don't want to bless other people because we've been so used and abused and taken advantage of. And what God had to show us, Elijah, stop that negative thought process. Stop that negative feeling. Elijah, look at it as you're sowing seeds. Yes, that person abused you. Yes, that person abused you. Yes, that person took advantage of you. But you don't stop giving. You might stop giving to them, but you don't stop giving of yourself. You don't stop loving and trusting. You don't stop nurturing. The more you give, the more will be given back to you. So instead of looking at those people in a negative way, because that puts you on a negative frequency, look at this, man, I've sowed seeds of love, of compassion, of money, of whatever it is you've sowed. I've invested in other businesses. I'll continue to invest in other people. Why? Because universe sources, man, you get what you receive what you give out. What you sow, you shall reap. It's karma. It's the boomerang effect. I throw this out, and it comes right back to me. And it comes back to me in different ways. Your job is not to control how it comes back to you. Your job is not to control where it comes back to you from. Your job is to be in alignment with God, to be able to receive when it comes to you. See, and so often, because we're looking at being blessed a certain way, talking about feelings, stay with me, because we're looking at being blessed and receiving love and blah, 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 a certain way. So often it's coming in different ways, but we don't see it. Because we're expecting it this way. We want it to come back this way. And universe source is bringing it in all different ways. And what happens if you're not careful, you look at this and say, I'm not getting love, because you're expecting love to come this way. And you're getting love this way and coming down this way and up. And you're getting love from all these different directions. But your focus is right here. And you don't see nothing. You don't feel nothing. Because you ain't got the girl that you want. You ain't got the guy that you want. And so you assume that, man, I ain't got no love. You assume that love ain't for you. You assume that nobody loves you. Nobody cares about you. Because you want love from your mama, your daddy, your siblings, your toxic ass family. And God is saying, man, what are you talking about? You're focused on the wrong shit. You're expecting love from them. But look at all the people all around the world that you have befriended that's pouring you love. But you can't see that love. You can't feel that love because you're so fixated on the love from these people. And so what happens? Because you're not receiving this love, Source Universe says, okay, you like feeling like this? You like feeling unloved? You like feeling unwanted? You like feeling lonely? Your wish is my command. I'm going to give you more opportunities to feel lonely. I'm going to give you more opportunities to feel unloved, unwanted. Because that's what you want. That's what you want. Because that's what you're tapped into. Man, we have to grow up. We have to learn how to control our feelings. If you don't like the feelings that you have, man, change them. You have the right to change your feelings anytime you want to. You have the right to change your thought process anytime you want to. You have the power to do that. It's your responsibility to do that when you're not tapped into the right things. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. If I'm feeling negative, then it's my responsibility to think about something beautiful. Think about something loving. Think about something that I'm grateful for. And that shifts my frequency. That shifts my focus from the negative, the unwanted, to the wanted. What are you grateful for? I've told you guys so many times, gratitude is the secret to life. Gratitude is the cheat code for life. That will change your frequency quick. But we get so stuck in what we don't like, what we don't want, the negative energy. It's hard to become grateful. So we think, what the fuck I got to be grateful for? My woman just left me. My kids just disowned me. My man don't want me. I just got fired. And da-da-da-da-da-da. It's easy to get overwhelmed with that negative energy and to get consumed with that negative energy. But you have to learn how to shift and say, nah, I don't like this. I'm gonna shift my attention. I'm gonna shift my focus. I don't like feeling like this. Man, God, thank you. Thank you for this warning, because that's all your feelings are. They're just a warning. They're a compass to let you know the path that you're on. So if you don't like that path, man, you could get off anytime you want to. You could shift paths anytime you want to. It's like listening to a radio song or listening to a song on the radio. If you don't like this song, you can always change the channel. I talked about that. I don't listen to rap. I don't listen to country. If a song, I don't even listen to the radio, but when I did listen to the radio, if there was a song that came on that I didn't like, man, I'm changing the dial. You know, I'm pushing the button, so I'm going to another station. I ain't got time for this bullshit. I'll come back to it if they're playing a good song, but you can always change the dial anytime you want to. You can always change your frequency anytime you want to. And to change your frequency, to get into love, to get into abundance. Man, gratitude. Gratitude. What are you happy for? What are you grateful for? See, you can look at this person that dogged you out, that hurt you, broke your heart, whatever the case may be, and you can look at this experience and you could get consumed with the negative stuff. But can you find a positive in this experience? Can you focus on the positive from this experience? What did you learn? What did you like about this person? Don't focus on the negative, because the negative takes you down the path of more negativity. Focus on the positive. That opens up the doors for you to receive more of that stuff. It's really that simple. It's that simple. But we've made it hard. And we've made it hard because we're been convinced by our ego that we're doing the right thing. That we know what's best. That we got it all figured out. And so we stay on this path of destruction, this path of chaos, this path of hurt and pain and suffering. You can always jump off that ship. You can always jump off that train anytime you want to. And get on the frequency of love. of abundance, of happiness, of joy, of peace. It's always there. It's always there. You just have to shift your attention from the other drama and trauma. Man, I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.